it's Clarissa. What'd you think of my intro? I tried to do something a little different to see if you guys like it or not. It's just a little intro to the trips and trots. So today we are day number 2 for vlogging. Now, yesterday I uploaded the video from the hockey game at Beaver Stadium. So that actually happened on Saturday night. And again, some of these are not going to be in chronological order. And I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to maintain, but we're going to try it. Today's topic is to talk about some things that I introduced last week. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is, let me grab it, my mushroom coffee. Look, it has a little mushroom on the top of it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, it's got a little mushroom. So that's to close it. You close it, flip it open. It's a little hot right now because I just made it. Okay, so I took the top off of it because it's still pretty steamy hot right now. And I'm using my new light that Michael got me for Christmas. I should be using it in my studio, but for today's topic, I want to talk about some of the shoes that I am going to try. And the one pair definitely isn't new. The second pair I'm going to talk about, they have the newest version coming out, I believe this spring or summer. But I'm going to show you my shoes. And it's going to be 4 Sauconys. I don't always run in Saucony. I do like New Balance as well, but those to be, for me, my heavy hitters. The ones that I tend to gravitate towards, Saucony or New Balance. So let me show you what I have here, and I'll take a sip of my very hot mushroom coffee. I like it. Some people don't like it, but I will tell you, the first time that I had coffee was instant coffee. So that tastes like instant coffee to me. And I didn't start drinking like the drip brewed coffee until probably, I really didn't drink it all the time until I started working night shift. And that's whenever I decided, okay, I need something to keep me up. And that's whenever I really started to drink coffee and became a hardcore coffee drinker. And I won't say a hardcore coffee drinker. I drink 1 cup of regular coffee still in the morning. So I'm not trying to eliminate caffeine. I just want to try something different because of the health that they say that is good for you. It's supposed to be better for your digestive tract, and it's supposed to be an anti-inflammatory. But anyway, moving on to the subject of shoes. So the first shoe that I wanted to show you is the shoe that I just bought. They are brand new from Saucony. I used a discount code to get a little bit of better of a deal, but these are the Hurricane 25. Now, they have come out with another version of these. I don't think that they're ready for retail yet, but they are coming out either this spring or summer. But I haven't even tried these yet. These are the Hurricane 25s. I really like the color. The only thing that I wish that they would have done is, like, call me flashy, but I wish they would have put more pronunciation or on the logo to make this lighter, but they didn't. So there's the Hurricanes. They are supposed to be similar to my Guide 18. So let me just show you. This is a 6.5 Guide 18. This is a 6.5 Guide 18. Here it is. So if you look at them, are they both the same size? Yeah, they're both. So they're very similar, maybe in the shape of them. definitely the treads are different, but I'd say that the rockers kind of look similar too. Anyway, so these are my Guide 18s. These are the ones that I ran most of my distance to get to the full marathon in January. And I switched it up the day of the race, and I wore these. Now, I have only good things to say about them. However, they did hurt my feet early into the marathon. I was hoping that I wouldn't have an issue, but these shoes are narrower in the toe box area, and I was having issues early on. These are nylon plated. That's why you see that little indentation right there. It shows where the nylon plate is. It's not carbon plated. I still feel like I made the right decision because I ran my second fastest half marathon since I've been training again. Not my fastest ever, but second fastest since probably maybe 2017, between 2013 2017. So yeah, I ran my second fastest in those. The next shoe that I'm going to show you real quick is the shoe that my husband wants me to try. These were gently used. Again, I believe that these are a 6.5 as well. I'm leaning more towards the 6.5 because I've been having some toe issues with a little bit of bruising on the toenail, but not to the point where it's completely come off or anything. They're really cute, but from everything that I've heard about these, and I don't think I said what they are yet, these are the Saucony Endorphin Trainer. I don't know exactly when these came out. I know that they've probably been out for at least a year, but my husband was like, you should try these out. These are carbon plated, not nylon plated. These are carbon plated. The people that I've listened to about reviews on these, they don't love them, they don't hate them. I guess they can be pretty loud, and I think that the bottom layer is pretty stiff and firm, and then you have a cushion layer on the top. So I'll let you know how these go. I have not ran since the marathon. I've been taking some time off from running. Not that I will forever. It's just the weather's been bad, cold. We had storm fern come through and hit everyone in the United States, basically. And I've been dealing with this arm issue. Sorry for the interruptions. My pets roll the house. So anyway, we're trying to get to the bottom of what's going on with my arm. Sometimes my arm hurts tremendously, but not to the point where it's debilitating. But whenever I'm having issues just writing with my pen, so a lot of people are leaning towards a spine or a nerve issue. So I did get my MRI approved. So I will let you know once I have the tests done, what the next step is and where we are with what my treatment plan is going to be. But I've been dealing with this arm issue. Like sometimes I can't even open up a bag that has a seal on it without either being in pain or asking my husband to do it for me. Because the pain, like I'm just like, I don't have any strength in this right arm, and I'm right arm and hand dominant. So, but we're going to get to the bottom of it, eventually, and I'll keep you updated on what that plan will be. So here are my shoes. I do plan on just running on the treadmill gently, a little bit today. So I talked about the endorphin. So let me show you what else we have in the endorphins. This is the endorphin trainer. Like I said, mixed reviews on that. They don't love them. They don't hate them. Some people, same way with the Speed 4s. This is the endorphin Speed 4. Some people say the same thing about these shoes. And I agree. Definitely narrower and uncomfortable. So I'm going to say, as much as I ran faster in these, probably not a good choice for me to continue running in them. So I might try to get these cleaned up and see if anybody wants those. These are my endorphin pros. These have carbon plates in them. Speed has a nylon plate. These have a carbon plate. And for whatever reason, I don't so far have any big issues with running in these ones. But I still don't like them that much. I may have put up to about 6 or 7 miles in one long distance run in these. And they're loud. That's the one thing I do not like about these. They're loud. People say the same thing about the endorphin trainer, that they're loud. I want to see how far I can get miles on these. I might be able to get like a half marathon in these and still feel pretty comfortable. But I don't know. Even my husband, he loved the Endorphin Pro as well. Then he ran in them and thought maybe he should have went with his Hurricanes marathon day instead of the Endorphin Pro. But that's the lineup that I'm going to show you today. I can show you, like, these are my 18s. These were the ones that I originally was planning on running in for the full marathon, and then I didn't at the last minute. I chose the Endorphin Speed 4 because I wanted to have that little extra push in the beginning, and it did work, but it was painful. Not to the point where I didn't injure myself. It just wasn't comfortable. So we're not going to talk about the New Balance right now. And I was going to run in those, but those were my recovery. I walked in the parks with my Guide 18s afterwards. They will be coming out with the Guide 19. I don't know anything about about where they're going with that line, if they're kind of keeping it basically the same as is, but these are still my steady Betties. And yeah, so I'm going to give these two a try today, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll see what happens. Boop, it's magic. And I'm back. So now I'm going to first put on the Endorphin trainer and see what I feel the fit and feel feels like. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to say is that they feel big. They feel big. Like, I wear a size 6, but I have been going up to a size 6.5 to give myself some more toe box room. And these feel like they're 7s, but I'll double check the size if I can find it, because these were gently used. So I'm going to see about a walk pattern and then a run pattern, and I'll let you know. I don't have my area set up well, so I'm just going to pause the video, do a little bit, and then tell you what I think about it. Do a little walk, do a little run, and I'll get back to you. Well,
they broadcast them as a 6 when they advertised it anyway.
I know. So, things you find out. The Endorphin trainers thinking, okay, well, they seem a little large. And I got in them and my heels were falling out a little bit. They're a size 8. So yeah, they weren't a size 6. But the 8 was kind of rubbed off a little bit. But like, even a size 7 is too big for me. So we're going to have to see if we can get those taken back. So on to the Hurricanes. This is the trial and error when you purchase gently used shoes, guys. Well, that didn't take long at all. Mike reached out to the seller and said, hey, These were a size 8, not a size 6, and they accepted the return, so he can return them. We spent not a lot of money on them either, like $20, $25 plus shipping.
22 and a half, 22.50. It's a shame.
Came out with one version of those, and I don't believe that they are planning on making another one due to the fact that I think people don't love them and they don't hate them. But now I have my Hurricanes on, my Hurricane 25s for the first time in a size 6.5. I feel like that was the appropriate way to go. I think that if I would have got a 6, they would have been a little too snug on my toe box. Not that they aren't wide enough. I just think that my toe would touch the front of the shoe more. So I'm going to give these a run. See what happens. This is what I'll say about the Hurricane 25s. I love them so much running in them for that. I was like, okay, I'm only going to do like a little bit. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot that I was only going to go to this point. So, yeah, I really like them and I can't wait to get them out on the road. So, I think I have everything that I wanted to talk about today. Mushroom coffee from Rise. I'm giving that a thumbs up. And unfortunately, I really didn't get to try the endorphin trainer from Saucony. The Hurricanes I like. They're very similar to the Guide, but like if the Guide had a luxury model with extra cushion and maybe like a little bit of like better comfy feeling, that's where I'd place the Hurricane. And I feel stable in them, but like I said, I need to get them out on the road. And I don't feel like running on the road today. This was my first little jaunt since the full marathon. And I don't know if I'm running a full marathon in 2026 again this year. Mike wants to. Michael thinks that he will run another marathon in 2026. He may run the full. And, well, I think, no, he is going to run a full marathon again before the end of the year. I may only do a half, except for the fact I am going to try to get into the New York City Marathon again. This will be attempt number 3 or 4, and my odds are not good, but if I don't get in, then I think I'm just going to stick with halves this year. I have this arm issue. I need to get some things figured out of what's going on with my body, and maybe I'll just hold off and stick with some half marathons for a little bit. But you never know. I mean, who's to say that I might decide to do a full anyway, as soon as I get this arm figured out. So wish me luck if I get into New York City, and I will catch you again tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm supposed to vlog every day. See you guys later. Thank you. And feel free to subscribe if you like my content. Bye-bye.